Hey guys, it's Kelsey and welcome to my channel. In today's video, I am sharing with you our language arts picks for the 2024-2025 school year. So this video is in collaboration with Davene from Common and Chaos Homeschool and Shauna from Homegrown Homeschool, and I will leave a link to the playlist down in the description box below. So if you are new here, I am so glad that you are joining us. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because I am going to be sharing the rest of our curriculum picks over the next coming weeks. So for the upcoming school year, my eldest is going to be in 7th grade. He is 12 years old, and my younger son is 8 and he is going into 3rd grade. So when it comes to language arts, there are so many pieces. There is reading, comprehension, vocabulary, grammar, writing, spelling, just so many moving parts. And so we do not do all of these curriculums every single day. We rotate several of them. You know, we might do grammar 2 days a week, writing 2 days a week, reading 5 days a week, spelling 4 days a week. So it really just depends. So with all of that in mind, I am going to start with my 12-year-old first. So this year, for things like reading and comprehension and vocabulary and all of that, we are going to go with an actual curriculum. Over the past couple of years, I have been doing more of a Charlotte Mason style where he will pick, you know, really great living books, and he will do things like narration and all of that, but he just needs something, I think, a little more specific. He needs something that will really steer him in the direction that he needs to go. I think with his ADHD and slow processing and all of those types of things, when it comes to narration, it usually comes later. It doesn't, so I'll say, "What did you read?" And he's like, "I don't know." But he does know, because, you know, an hour or two later, he'll come and he'll talk to me about it. So I think that something that we're going to be using this year that incorporates several of these things will really be more of an aid. And if he doesn't love it, then we may just, you know, pause it and go back to narration and all of that kind of stuff, or try something else. But I think he's really going to enjoy this, and it's something that we used in the past, but it was just a little too much. And we may not even do all of it every single day. You know, we may skip around here and there, or do one question here, one question in this section, one question in that. We'll really make it work for us. But what am I talking about? Well, we are going to be using Christian Light Education's reading. So I actually got this off eBay. I was like looking for reading 6 or 7. I ended up finding 6 used, and so I just went with that. And I think that that's okay. When it comes to like 6th and 7th grade reading, I don't think there's that much of a difference right now. And probably if we can start a little bit lower, that'll probably be for the best. Anyways, so it comes with a teacher's guide. So this is the reading level 6. Then it comes with light units. I can't remember. I think it came with all of the light units. So there's 5 that I have here. So I don't think they've even been used, if I recall. I think this was a brand new set that somebody just decided was not for them. So if you look in these, I think this will be good too, because he can see, oh, hey, look, I completed a whole light unit. So here is lesson 2. You can see, so there is just like, we have vocabulary, introducing the story, understanding the content, appreciating the language. There's literary techniques, complete the sentence to identify the metaphor, write a simile, use context clues. There's a word study, and then there's comprehension of the word study. So there's just lots of different things in here. And I think, if I recall, there's like a test or a quiz like after so many lessons. So I think that this will be really good. It will be, I think he just needs something a little more structured. I think that with the Charlotte Mason, I really love the approach, but sometimes he just needs the structure. He really thrives with structure, and so we're going to try this. This is the reader. So Christian Light Education is a Mennonite company. So all of the children are, I don't know if you can see, the children on the back have, you know, like the cap and, you know, things like that. I'm trying to see, there's not very many pictures in this one compared to the lower grades. There's one, George Washington Carver. So there's that. So I think that will go well. We're gonna try. Okay, so when it comes to writing, he has done really well with Just Write Book 2. He will be finishing that up by the end of our school year, and so he is going to go into Book 3. Now, this particular level is technically, I think, considered 4th through 6th grade, and the Book 2 he was been doing was like considered 3rd grade, but he did really well with it. I think it opened up a lot of doors. I think it just followed such a good flow that he really understood. I could give it to him and he could do it, you know, independently, and so that was something that was really rewarding for both of us. But also I think that it was just enough writing where it wasn't like IEW where he was having to write so much, or he was having to sit through like an hour-long lecture or things like that. It was something that he likes short lessons, and so this was something he could do quickly, but it produced good work, if that makes sense. So I'm very excited for him to start Book 3. This is where he gets into the different types of writing: narrative, descriptive, expository, and persuasive. And then it also talks about you're getting into, you know, I think in the Book 2 you're doing just like small paragraphs. This is going to be more like multi-paragraphs, so paragraph transitions, chronological order, all that kind of stuff. So he is going to jump right into that at the start of next year. So this past school year he did Winston grammar. He needed a little bit more practice on each of the different parts of speech, and Fix-It grammar just did not go in enough depth. So he did that for the majority of the year, and then these last couple of months he was able to go into Fix-It grammar 2. So he's currently in Fix-It grammar 2. I think this will probably take, I don't know, until maybe a third, a fourth of the new school year, and then he will just jump right into Fix-It grammar level 3. But he loves this, especially after Winston grammar. This is so quick and so simple now that I think that was exactly what we needed to do. So I still recommend doing Winston grammar before trying Fix-It grammar, because I think, especially if you have a child like mine who just really needs to master those concepts first, that's a good step. So he has, for spelling, he's been doing Spelling Power. I don't do it the way that it's written. I don't even know the way it's written. There's way too much instructions for that. I just use it for the spelling lists, and then he practices the spelling lists, and then he takes a test. And that's just the way that we do it. He does different, sometimes he makes up his own activities. He's been doing very well. He started the year out at the very beginning of level D, and he's currently on level E. So I think he's progressing through it pretty well. I think he's about on grade level when it comes to spelling. So he's doing great. That's really all that matters. All right, now let's jump into my 8-year-old. So my 8-year-old just finished up, probably before we even got to Christmas break, he finished up All About Reading level 4. So he has just been reading whatever books interest him and narrating them back to me. But like his brother, I think we need something a little bit more structured, especially right now where he's kind of transitioning into just doing the basics, reading, writing, and math, to a little bit more like grammar and vocabulary and all of those kinds of things. So for him, I got Christian Light Education's Reading 3. All I have for this one is the workbook or the teacher's guide and the reader. I still need to get the worksheets, and I was not 100% sure if I even wanted to do that, because I think some of this we might want to do orally instead of doing just handing him a worksheet page. I'm not 100% sure yet. I may even just get like, I think it's just, Christian Light Education is so affordable that like even if you don't use them, you don't feel like you wasted a ton of money. But here is the grade 3 reader. Definitely a lot more pictures, although I can never find them when I'm trying to show you. So there's just pictures, and it is quite a lot of text, but I think the pages, the stories themselves are fairly short. So there is that. So since he is just in 3rd grade, we are going to start with writing just very basically this year and see where we get. So I actually have something that I purchased for my eldest when he was in 3rd grade, and it is how to write a paragraph. It says it's kindergartenmom.com, which I think is the Crafty Classroom, which if you remember my kindergarten math debacle, I'm not very happy with them still. Anyways, so this just goes through every single week and you work on writing a paragraph. And I even laminated and saved, I'm so proud of myself. I laminated and saved all of this, and so I think that this is something he will really enjoy. And then maybe once we get through that, he can jump into Just Write Book 1. This is, I think, recommended for 2nd grade, but they're writing like 5-sentence paragraphs in here, which I'm not entirely sure that he's ready for yet. So I think we will just see how it goes this year for writing. For spelling, he is going to finish up All About Spelling Level 1 by the end of our school year. And so at the start of next year's school year, we are just going to go into All About Spelling Level 2. After that, I think this will probably take him the whole year, the way that he has gone through Book 1. So for handwriting, we have just been doing copy work for both of the boys this year. That came with the Kind Kingdom, and then once we were done with the Kind Kingdom, I've just been using copy work from Ambleside Online, so their Facebook page. So I picked this up from a sale, and so Kickstart Cursive, this is from Handwriting Without Tears. I also saw that there's a Minecraft cursive book, and he really loves Minecraft, so I think we will probably get that. When it comes to grammar, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing for that. He is only in 3rd grade, and so I'm not super like, yeah, we have to do grammar right now. But I do have from Mom Delight's Gentle Grammar. I have a couple of those levels. My friend gave me Easy Grammar grade 3 that we have that we could use. And then if you just Google like a 3rd grade grammar PDF, all kinds pop up for free. So we will figure something out when it comes to grammar. I want to do a gentle start. He's not ready for Winston grammar yet. We'll probably start that next year, the year after. But I definitely want him to focus on, you know, like capitalization, punctuation, things like that. And I know a lot of that can be figured out just by doing simple copy work. Okay guys, that was a lot. Holy cow, I feel like that's the majority of our school right there. But that is everything that we are going to be doing for language arts for my 8-year-olds and my 12-year-olds. Make sure you check out that playlist that I linked down below. I will have all of the products that I mentioned in the description box as well. Let me know down in the comment section what you are teaching, what you're using, the ages, the grades. Let me know if one of the other ladies sent you, and make sure you let them know that I sent you to their videos as well. If you are not yet, please subscribe to my channel. I'm so happy that you're here. Can't believe another school year is almost over, and thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.